go play action with May. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The numbers for Addison in last week's ball game. 7 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To the air, May. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. Barkley, inside handoff. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. A leap, and he's got it. DK Metcalf with an acrobatic catch. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Henderson running straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. That's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's May. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing here is May. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Barkley going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Johnson, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw here. Gets this complete to Butte. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now May on 1st down. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, May. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Johnson to return it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
On 1st down, here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's May. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Looking to throw, May. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football. And make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 9 now. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. On 1st and 10, it's May. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. May. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll set up a throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Boutte, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Addison hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, May on first down. Pushes him over to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, May with it. Steps away. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. They will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. Big plays are out there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. This complete to Henry over the middle. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as he's brought down at the 16. Up the middle, here's Henderson. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Complete. It's Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Down the left sideline. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Henderson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll roll him out right. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do. And
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now May to throw on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. To the air, May. He finds his man, complete. It's Frazier. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now out come the Patriots. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. He'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. Touchdown, Patriots. George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. May now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with May. And this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down is May. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Here's May. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, here's May. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's May. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing here is May. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Pittsburgh, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for New England, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.